You know, there really is no way around it. Maine is not the giant in the paper industry that it once was because paper itself isn't as big as it used to be.
So in an increasingly digital future, how can the mills that are still left here in Maine survive? Researchers at UMaine say they may have one answer. News Center Maine's Carly Dion tells us about it.
According to the University of Maine, when the state's paper industry was at its height, there were roughly 35 mills in Maine. Following the September announcement of the Mill and J closing, that leaves 6 mills still standing. UMaine graduate student and Rumford native Liza White grew up seeing the potential threat of closure to the mill in her hometown.
We're getting into the digital age where we're not using paper as often as we used to. I had the unique perspective of seeing how the economy is truly affected by mills closing.
But now, a new hope for uses of these products, thanks in part to research efforts White is doing with Associate Professor Caitlin Howell.
There's so much that the paper industry has to offer for science and biotechnology.
They're conducting several studies looking into new applications in partnership with Sappi North America, which operates the mills in Skowhegan and Westbrook. A big focus of their studies is textured paper and film, which is produced at a fast rate in mass quantities.
So we looked at that and we went, it's great that you're making textures generally for fabrics and for fashion and things like this, but we think it can probably be used for a lot more than that.
Howell says they're looking at 3 major applications. The first being low-cost water quality detection through the textured rainbow film produced at the mill, which could help in
finding solutions for treating water and preventing potentially E. coli outbreaks when we grow crops.
The other studies focus on ways to support healthcare and pharmaceutical diagnostics using the paper and films to generate microdroplets.
You can do cancer diagnostic testing with this type of method.
Howell says the possibilities could be endless for the potential use of these materials in biomedical fields.
It means new markets, new ways that they can grow their businesses and help people.
And new ways to help a struggling industry stay afloat. In Orono, Carly Dion, News Center, Maine.
White and Howell are also using money through a seed grant from NASA to see if those products could support growing plants in space.